color painting. It's been like a week since I was painting, so I really don't have time now since I spent the morning procrastinating. But let's take the number six brush. Have a lot of big plans for watercolor painting, but for the moment, let's just work on these things. We got this the clear glass with grapefruit in the background, and I wanted to keep on going with getting riveting detail in the clear glass. Let's be bold and I don't know, let's get like a gray that leans heavy into blue. So there's some blue. This is a Primatech blue down here. Well, I forgot what that's called. It's a really nice blue. Should make a good gray. Let's see if we touch this green here. It looks good. Okay. So now I have a mixture of this blue. I think that's like some kind of, I don't know what that one is. This one, I don't know either one of those are. But they're both kind of bluish things. So let's see. How about we try to get some dark right there, which we already have here. And then we have this shadow coming down here. I'm going to try, let's try to go like this right here. Good. Okay, good maybe. I don't know. Oh, that looks good. How that relates to the top, I think we got to somehow relate to the top here. So come out here. And does that look good? I have no idea. And I'll try to get a bold line right here. Why not? Ouch, 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 ouch. Ooh, okay. That's pretty good. And I could even go darker with that area. So let me take this thing, which is called neutral tints, the darkest colors I got. And let's see, what's this? This one's called Lunar Blue. Let's see what that, okay, that looks super dark. Let's see if we can go really dark right at this part right here. Okay. And maybe right here, come right. Okay, that's pretty cool right there. And now I'm going to take the a damp brush with 90% of that color removed and just try to pull this out into a point. And that looks pretty good. And I wish that point was even darker. So I'm going to grab some more paint and see if that point can get darker. Okay, that looks pretty good. Something else here. I don't know. Right here, we can't really have an outline everywhere. So that looks all right. And here I'm gonna just try to fuzz this in there very light. In fact, why don't we put a blue right there? Since blue should fall behind. Okay, that's good. It's not really as pronounced as I would like, so I'm gonna try to get it more pronounced. So, at a glance, this blue should hopefully look like it is at least behind something that's over here. So that's nice. And here, let's try to sort of pull this a little bit to blend that. And this looks a little bit lopsided suddenly. I'm going to see you just about take another bit right up here. That looks great. Right by itself, that looks fantastic. Our whole eclipse here, ellipse, whatever it is not that great. I don't know. And I think it'd be good if we could take out some right here just to say this area is more round than it looks. I don't know. It's just try to get that thing lighter, I guess. Just because it just seems to be, if this is an ellipse, this area here, it seems to be leaning too far this way. So that's why I'm trying to pull it down, this thing right there. I don't know. Let's see, we just take out a whole blob right there. Yeah, it's coming out, but we're missing our beautiful background. I'm gonna just try hit some green. You see right there, this like triangle shape of green. I'm gonna try to get that and see if we can get a more pronounced green just to help us to redefine that shape right there. So let's go here because we're trying to bring this area right here, trying to bring it down, and it's not really working. Anyway, I'm going to put a line right here. Why not? Just to sort of help us with our shape of the front of the glass. And that looks horrible because, I don't know, it doesn't look glassy, right? Is there any green up here? There is a little bit. Here, I think we could probably help to refine. You see right here, this this area right here, I think would be helpful if we could get that thing more refined. I'm going to jump into the yellow palette with that because we want kind of a yellow green, and that's sort of a, and you know, it's a gray too. Let's see what we have right here if we can get this. That looks pretty good. So we have this brown here, which is the beginning of the gray. Let's see if we can come here and just say, hi, we are the gray shadows. That looks pretty horrible, but wait, now we're going to come down here and try to keep it going. And that looks really pretty darn bad, but let's see about just kind of smearing it around a little more. And this, I like that, okay. It does have a kind of a glassy look, so I'm going to see if just soften this one end right there. And this, I'm going to get some bold yellow, you know, to put right there. I just spilled water on there. You can see what happens when you spill water on this stupid picture. Okay, I'm going to just try to go here and make this a little bit more substantial, which is this highlight in shadow, kind of. I mean, it's a reflection of this one in this shadow right there. It's very subtle right there. But is that even, oh yeah. But anyway, trying to, you know, say hi, we're here and we are that. And I think first I want to bring this all the way to the edge, and now I want to just take a highlight out right here. And that took too much of a highlight out. That would be a really good place for a big highlight. So I'm going to just try to get a big highlight right here. And we're rubbing this with pretty much just plain water. And this highlight, I think, will be a combination of the highlight that is right there is very subtle, but also a statement saying that we are looking through the back of the glass to at this area. So that does seem to be helping us a little bit. Like you see here, we did a similar highlight by putting water and blotting it up. And, you know, that does help us with this glassy look, right? And look, here's that one we did right in the beginning. It looks pretty good. And then we put that green there. And actually, you see this right here, this sheen thing. I'm going to see if we can capture that sheen thing. And just going to go right here. Let's see if that'll work out. So I'm rubbing this one with water, and boy, I got a feeling if we get a bold highlight here, it's really gonna pop and say, hey, look at me, look at me, I'm clear glass. And the whole objective of this thing, everything in this thing, is just situational, and what we're trying to do is get this thing to just shout out, hi, I'm clear glass. Hey, thanks for those comments and the thumbs up. Much appreciated. We're attempting to depict this clear glass. We have photo reference. We did this over Christmas, and from a real, we had this a 3D still life, but I didn't really like the way it came out, so we're just trying it again. And it's really all about the clear glass. This everything else is just kind of background. I think another thing happening here is this we could add some more detail, richness, and depth to these green things here. So why don't we jump into that, because it seems to be falling behind. I mean, the background is definitely falling behind, but that's for another story. I need to find the green palette here. So let's see what we got to see if we get a nice rich green that is not too tutti frutti. Like that, it's leaning a bit tutti frutti if you ask me. And we want a rich, I don't know, green gray. It's getting there. I guess that's kind of there. Let's put a little touch of gray. Okay. All right. And then we did this, area, which is kind of cool, but I don't know. I mean, it's a bit whimsical, I guess. So, and plus here we got a fictional leaf on our thing because I don't like the way that leaf is shaped. Anyway, let's just jump right in and hit it. There we go. Great. Looks all right. And how about down here? I hate to put the same tone of green into places where this is supposed to be far, that's supposed to be near. This could maybe be a little darker, but it's kind of close to the edge of the paper to be a dark green. I'm going to just try to hit this little area right there. Okay. And we don't really want a high contrast thing happening in this corner of the painting is the one thing. Anyway, let's try to get right here. I'm going to see about come down here and reinforce what we have there, but hopefully we can establish a second plane where this would be one plane, that'd be another plane. Oh, and I wanted to do something about the stems in there. I think that would be a big help. I'm gonna come up here and just a little bit there. Now this is something I usually try to stay away from, which is a complex area close to the edge of the uh, painting. And having said that, I just made a complex area there. But anyway, we're just trying to further develop this this whole thing. So just gotta keep going on it, right? I would sort of pull this out, and I don't really like this that edge. This right here, I don't like that so close to the edge of the paper. Um, anyway, everybody left me. So here, I think I would try to get that green right here just to sort of get a fill in. And I am going to mix some yellow in with that to make it, just to get a dramatic difference in green. I'm going to just go right here. And again, I don't want to be, that looks good, but and it's got structure. It kind of leads the eye this way, so I guess that's a win. And I'm gonna see about just lifting some of this off right here, because it is getting to be a giant space of a solid color, which I do not like. Too many giant spaces of solid color, and that looks horrible. I'm gonna try to get some more off, I guess. That they're not looking good. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe if we can make it a little bigger, that. All right, we have broken up our thing. I'm gonna put some right here too because that looks weird. And let's try to get this all into a plane. By saying this is a whole plane, what it is that leaf, we see it through the glass, and I'm going to try to just even this up a little bit there. All right, that looks okay, and I don't like this bump right here. Let's try to get that a more of a clean edge. All right, and that looks kind of weird right there. Try to get a little speck right there. That's better, maybe. This whole part of the rim is just giving me trouble here. Obviously, I'm gonna try and get a big break here where this solid thing is. Just leave the water there to eat into the paint. This is looking very flat, which is undesirable. Grab a highlight right here while I'm waiting for this thing to soak in. That's a little better. Okay, let's see if that is gonna leave us. Okay, that is sort of disappearing. That's good. Okay. Let's see about. All right, that's good. Oh, suddenly that looks like glassy. All right. And then this is pretty horrible too. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Or just at least soften this little thing that's right here, whatever that is. And I don't know if that thing should stay there or not. I think it's okay. You see this little area right there. I don't know, at a glance. Let's close our eyes and open them again and see if if we want this bump here. I guess we'll leave it for now. And then these, I don't really like those. I'm gonna see about just softening the edge here. See if this could get softer. Because, you know, a hard edge, there's a place for a hard edge and a place you don't want a hard edge. And I got a feeling this is the place you don't want a hard edge. This, I don't know what, you know, we're just trying to do these, say hi from glass, but this, I don't really, never really liked this one. That is looking okay though, suddenly. We gotta like get rid of a little bit there. Okay. All right. I mean, I guess we're going places with this glass look, and I sure appreciate everyone who stopped by, and thank you for all those thumbs up. And so we're trying to do clear glass, and where is it? There we go. And here's what we got so far. Hey, thanks very much for subscribing, and I appreciate the nice comment you got there. And I got over 100 hours of live stream if you can handle the slow motion aspect. And plus, we have been doing clear glass about, I don't know, the last 5 or 6 lives were mostly clear glass, which that's a big attempt. I think right here, at least in the video, it's looking pretty good, like clear glass. So I guess that's a win. Thanks so much, everybody who came by. And thank you, Bunby28, for your subscription and your nice comments that made my live stream look like the cool place to hang out. All right, see you next time. Everyone have a super great day.